What's up, guys? We are Sight After Dark out of Brooklyn, New York. I'm Sifa Graffiti.
I'm Dan Berg.
Check out our latest music and check us out reacting to Magic Fingers by Frank Zappa, suggested by our patron Richie G. Hey, Richie, shout out to you. Guys, head on over to Patreon, subscribe for as little as $1 a month. Get in on all our content and content decisions. Thumbs up if you like it.
Hello there. When you go on tour with a musical group, it's possible that any town can seem like this, whether it's large or small, or busy, or if there's nothing happening in it. The reason for this is quite simple. A musician, if you consider the normal pattern of modern civilized life, is on the outside of it all. He doesn't build things, he doesn't work regular hours like a decent God-fearing citizen, and the life he leads in many ways seems useless and irrelevant to those of us who prefer a quiet evening in front of the television and a bottle of beer. Amazing as it might seem to some of us, musicians have basic physical needs, just like real people. Many of them study for years, learning to play the violin, for instance, only to be rewarded with a humdrum job in the fourth row of a symphonic string section. That's why the government have constructed, at great expense, this experimental reorientation facility. To find a way, perhaps, to retrain these useless old musicians with their brown fiddles and little horns. Give them a trade, a reason to exist in a modern world, a chance of a happier, more productive life. Some will enter the military, some will learn shorthand, and some will disappear in the middle of the night on a special train they're sending in. It's the only way, really, to bring about the final solution to the orchestra question. I'm sure that many of us realize that a pop group can earn a vast amount of money compared to these other kinds of musicians. That's why the special government agencies for mass response programming and psychological stultification prefer to treat them in a more subtle manner. They know, just as many of you vigilant and thoroughly upstanding citizens have discovered for yourselves, the power of pop music to corrupt and putrefy the minds of world youth are virtually limitless.
Ooh, the way you love me, lady, I get so hard now I could die. Ooh, the way you love me, sugar, I get so hard now I could die. Open up your pocketbook, get another quarter out, drop it in the meter, mama, turn me on full time. Open up your pocketbook, get another quarter out, drop it in the meter, mama, turn me on full time. Ooh, the way you squeeze me, baby, red balloon just pop behind my eye. Ooh, the way you squeeze me, girl, red balloon just pop behind my eye. Open up your pocketbook, get another quarter out, drop it in the meter, mama, turn me on full time. Open up your pocketbook, get another quarter out, drop it in the meter, mama, turn me on full time. this plastic hotel room and rip you off for spare change to run a vibrating machine attached to this queen-size bulk purchase, K-Pock infested, do not remove tag under penalty of law type bed and make you take off all your little clothes until you were nearly stark raving nude. Save for your chrome with heavy-duty leather thong piece medallion and make you assume a series of marginally erotic poses involving a plastic chair and an old guitar strap while I did a wee in your hair and beat you with a pair of tennis shoes.
Who the fuck is this guy?
I don't know. He's one of the originators.
What?
Both singers. I don't know who they are.
I haven't seen him in any of those Zappa videos, right?
Open up your cocky mug, take another quarter out, drop it in the meter, and...
Is this from that movie that he did with Ringo?
This is totally psychotropic, this movie.
Yeah, I know that. I don't remember. Should we open up the album things on Patreon to like rock movies?
Yeah, that would be great if you guys suggested that.
Yeah, because I remember in the comments everybody saying there was this like trippy ass movie that Frank did that like Ringo Starr like produced.
Yeah, I
that was just like
remember that.
crazy, and they just did like all these kind of effects. I feel like this is from that because
I have
this
no idea.
really fit that bill. Like even just that whole intro was like very. It was almost kind of Joe's Garagey in a way.
Yeah, I could see that. Like, I couldn't even see the singers. Like, the light was, like, right in that guy's face.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is that? But maybe it is from the movie. I don't know for sure. I loved how funky this was, though.
Yeah.
I loved the guitar solo. I think this was more, like, this is the beginning, right? I mean, I'm just going to assume this is more towards the beginning of the Frank Zappa journey. Like, let us know, like, where in the timeline, in the Frank Zappa timeline this is. But I love the funkiness of it. I love the lyrics. I was waiting for it to change, you know, just in some weird way that I wasn't expecting. But I was all good with it just staying kind of the same.
Yeah.
So I was down with that. I love the plays on different voices. I love the bass. Love the guitar solo. And there you go.
I love the light effects while he was playing. They look so cool. Mm-hmm. And they made his fingers look magic. But it's funny. I remember one of our first like Zappa reactions. You were like, "Yo, Frank might just mess around and be my favorite guitarist." And I remember when the first time you said that, I was like, "Let's not jump to conclusions here." But now I'm kind of like, I think he's taking the spot. Like honestly,
leap and bound to conclusions. Okay.
We're gonna long jump to conclusions because at this point, I feel pretty confident in saying he's definitely in my top 3. Like.
Yeah, because he's so happy with the guitar. You know what I mean? He goes all over it, and he doesn't have to stick to a certain measure, you know, to make it sound so soulful and so cool. He doesn't have to stick to his predecessors. You know? So that's the good thing.
That's the thing I like about it so much is like it really is, and I've said this on a lot of videos, but like his guitar style is so uniquely him that it's like. I can just tell that it's him without any video or anything. Like if somebody just played it, I'd be like, "Oh, this has to be a Zappa solo," because nobody else plays guitar like this. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just appreciate that more and more as time goes on. So big shout out to Richie for bringing this up to us. Like we said before, give us all the info about like what this is, so we can know about it. And that's pretty much it for this one. So. Thanks for being here. Big shout out to everyone on Patreon. Your support's helping to make these videos possible. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. We're S.A.D After Dark, and we'll see you soon.